Marbled Superiors returns with its 4th installment. But before you can make it to said installment, you must qualify. Hello everyone, my name is Galactic, and this giant stadium hosted by the Mystic Twisters. These qualifiers will have 4 events. Here you see this huge stadium, huge atmosphere we're in the Tornadome, hosted by the Mystic Twisters. Commentary box right there. Yes, hello everyone, my name is Galactic, and today we are going to be seeing who qualifies for Marbled Superiors Season 4. 24 teams in 2 groups competing in these 4 events: Slalom, Friction Slope, Bridge Crossing, and Whirlwinds. And you can see the fans are very excited and anticipated to see who will be making it to the main show, who will be competing in the showdown. As you can see, our 2 groups that we saw in the draw getting decided: Gracious Glaciers down to Rosebushes in Group A, and the Triforces down to the Nanospheres in Group B. The first event of 4 of the qualifiers is the Slalom. 4 marbles from each team go down the course on this mirrored track, and their 3rd marble will count for their time. If you lose a marble, you don't get a penalty, but you are disqualified if you get 2 stuck. I believe that happened to Team Toxin in Season 3. Hopefully we don't see any of them in these qualifiers, but it may or may not happen. You can see the teams for Group A coming out for this event. First impressions are always key, but there's 4 events, so you'll have to be consistent. As you can see, our 2 test teams, the Windy Spinners on the top and the Supercells on the bottom on this course. Their 3rd marble is what counts. As you can see, Supercells getting off to a bit of a slow start, but now taking the lead right here. This course is much faster than it was in Season 3, and Windy Spinners actually get really close to winning the race. As you see, Supercells, I guess, not even that ready to start the race, but caught up pretty quickly. The Windy Spinners showing how well the Hublino section can be on this course, as they caught up pretty well. That huge margin went down to almost nothing right there. So, now, here we have Heat 1, Gracious Glaciers and the Holographics, our first heat of the qualifiers. And down they go. First battle of many in these qualifiers, and right now the Holographics have the lead on the bottom. Will they be able to keep it? Oh, that was really close. The bottom of the yellow track right there is the end, for reference. It was really close between these 2 teams. Already in the first match, we have to go to a freeze frame. And it is really close, but the Holographics are going to take the win. The best time in the group, by the way, will win. So, Holographics obviously in first place, Gracious Glaciers in second, but 100th of a second difference is really close, especially for the first match. Now, the Heat Strokes and the Fertile Fighters. Let's see how these teams do. And right now, Fertile Fighters, I believe, with the better start, just barely. Heat Strokes losing out of it. Fertile Fighters don't have the lead anymore, and Heat Strokes are going to win the match, and they will be winning the group. 7.609 is faster than the Holographics. Fertile Fighters, they're not faster than anyone. Heat Strokes with the best time so far, beating the Fertile Fighters by 0.2 of a second. As you can see, they kind of pushed up on each other, slowing them down way too much. Now, Colorful Crew and the Wicked Wizards. 2 teams who did pretty okay in their divisions. 9th and 5th in their respective divisions, A and B. And right now, Wicked Wizards have their 2 up front, and they're easily going to win. They became equidistant down to the end, and Wicked Wizards aren't even going to win. Colorful Crew are dead last right now, over an 8-second time. Seeing the times we have, over an 8-second time is anything but good, so they're probably going to be near the bottom. Wicked Wizards placing in 2nd right now. Now the Rouge Ravens and the Galaxies. 2 teams who competed in Season 1. Let's see how they do. And, oh! Rouge Ravens come unstuck at the top. Galaxies with a slow start. And Galaxies, I think, just took the lead for a second, but they're going to lose it in the Hublino section. And the Rouge Ravens, even without their 4th marble, is going to beat the Galaxies. Galaxies starting a bit slow there. I guess not even realizing that the race was starting. And they are last with an 8.1 second time. The Rouge Ravens only just 5th. Galaxies had the lead for a second and then immediately dropped it. As you see, both of them, all their members from 2 to 3, or 2 to 4, I should say, my bad, pushing on each other. Now, Onyx Orbs and Lucky Lemons, 2 teams who were in their prime in Season 2, not so much in Season 3. Both looking to have some redeeming. And right now, Lucky Lemons with their first one way out in front. What about the second and third? Onyx Orbs. It's really close. Onyx Orbs are going to win, I think. Oh, it's a photo. Onyx Orbs, Kings of the Storm. They have never lost a match in this event. And will this be an exception, or will they keep that streak up? It was very close down to the end. And the Onyx Orbs will keep that streak, but not in actually winning the event. They're only 6th, and Lucky Lemons are 7th. 200th of a second separating both of them. Now, for the final heat in Group A, the Rosebushes and the Shockwaves. Both of these teams finished second to last in their divisions. And let's see if they can redeem themselves in Season 4. Shockwaves right now have the lead, looking to do very well after a very poor season. And they are going to do it. Well, they're going to beat the Rosebushes at least. And yes, 5th and 9th. Rosebushes, not the best start, but there's still 3 more events as always. Shockwaves placing 5th. The top 6 are provisionally qualified. So yes, Shockwaves are provisionally in Season 4, but there are still 3 events left, obviously. Heatstrokes winning their group are the Wicked Wizards and Holographics. Gracious Glaciers, Shockwaves, and Rouge Ravens are in the top 6. Onyx Orbs, Lucky Lemons, Fiddle Fighters, and some really good teams down there. A lot of B-League teams, 3 B-League teams, all getting double-digit points and the medals for this event. So, interesting to see how Group A will shake up. Group A has been known to be the group of death. Group B, which is rolling out right now, is said to be said by fans to be a bit less of a stacked group. We're heading into the first heat of that group. It's the Limelights and the Triforces. Very close. Now it's not even close. Limelights have a huge lead, and Limelights, that is a fantastic time over the Triforces, and yes, 7.608 beats every time from Group A. Beats the Heatstrokes time by 1,000th of a second, destroying the Triforces. Triforces didn't even get that bad of a time, but Limelights trying to show that they aren't Season 1 champions for no reason, as they want to redeem themselves after not even qualifying last season. Plasma Pulses and the Tidal Waves. Plasma Pulses came 4th in the showdown. Tidal Waves came 7th last season. Pretty close. Tidal Waves with that bottom lane advantage. Will they keep in the hoop? We don't know they will not. It is the Plasma Pulses. Plasma Pulses have never done this event. Most B-League teams have never done this event before. Actually, it's just them and the 3 other Season 3 new teams that did not qualify. So, Tidal Waves popularized this event in Marble Superiors. They didn't even beat a B-League team, or a team who has no experience in this event. Candy Crushers and the Yellow Jackets now. And down they come. Yellow Jackets have the lead right now, but the Hoobalino on the top seems to be a bit better, and that is very close. Oh my goodness. With all the other photo finishes we've had, which is 2, I had a bit of an idea of who's going to win, but this is genuinely so close. Either of these teams could get it. It is dead even. And who between these two got the win? And it is the Candy Crushers by 2,000th of a second over the Yellow Jackets. They're 2nd and 3rd, so they both had very good times. Just only, what? I can't do math. 1,400th of a second behind the Limelights. Now the Cold Knights and the Mocha Maniacs. A lot of these teams having their reserve in, and oh my goodness, it must be working. Mocha Maniacs absolutely destroying the Cold Knights. They're equidistant between each other, and they are going to win, and it's not even on the podium. Mocha Maniac, Cold Knights with an 8.3 second time. Something catastrophic would have to happen to a team to be worse than that, but oh my goodness. Mocha Maniac's not even on the podium, and they looked like they had a beautifully great time. Now the Volcanoes and Team Octopi. Volcanoes have done this event 3 times. Team Octopi have only done it once, and the difference between skill in this event and experience is showing Volcanoes will win. Team Octopi just 9th. Team Octopi have never qualified for anything. It's hopefully they can stop that trend, but showing in this first event, it really isn't looking like anything is going to change. But there's still 3 more events, so they can prove me wrong. Now, the Nanospheres and Northern Narwhals. Both teams start with the letter N. Both teams rebranded from two older teams. Both came last in the divisions. These two teams have so much in common, and Northern Narwhals are going to beat them. It was their time, though. And geez, 10th and 11th. Yeah, not a great start for either of these teams. Northern Narwhals have perfect attendance. Well, technically not, because they're a different franchise, but I'm just going to say it's like they're the Speedy Serpents. And Nanospheres, they didn't qualify last season. So, yeah. And that means that Limelights, the first heat of the day, or her first heat in Group B, I should say, is the fastest time over the Candy Crushers and Yellow Jackets. Tidal Waves down there, Northern Narwhals, really, and Triforces. Those three teams were in last season. 3 B-League teams in the top 6, or at least from Season 3. And now we head on to the Friction Slope, an event popularized in Season 3. One marble from each team goes down this bumpy track made of base plates, and the goal is to get to the finish first. And DEAT rules do apply. The fastest time of the event will win. Obviously, if you get stuck, you get a DNF. Heatstrokes fans very happy. They did not do very well in qualifiers last season. Well, the Limelights did, but they just barely missed out. But they are also very excited for the team to get back in the main league. Here we have the example run between the Windy Spinners and the Supercells. Let's see how this course goes. Yeah, this bumpy track, and Supercells right now has the lead, but Windy Spinners overtake, but they get overtaken right back by the Supercells, and there's the finish line. It's not going to be just 2 marbles, by the way. It's obviously going to be heats of 4. But, yeah, as you can see, it's already showing, even with just 2 marbles, some pass techniques. Pass right there, then overtake by the Supercells. The end of the cardboard is the finish line, by the way. And here we go. Heat 1. Strike, Tulip, Jewel, and Soil. Strike is a new member of the Shockwaves. How will they do in their first ever individual event? And they are already in the lead. Rosebush is in second place. Ooh, Onyx Orbs push Fertile Fighters, who are now drafting the Shockwaves, and they are going to take second place. Shockwaves, I believe came second in this event last season, so putting a new member is pretty risky. Fertile Fighters, they did not do very well in this last event, neither did Onyx Orbs, and Rosebushes, their qualifiers are looking to go in every way they usually go. Now Mirage, Crow, Crimson, and Balmy. Only one of these teams has done this event, and it's from a member that hasn't even competed, so none of these members have any experience. Mirage has the lead for the holographics, but hitting the wall is not going to be good, and now it switches the lead to Colorful Crew. Colorful Crew have the lead. Oh! Heatstrokes right at the end. It's a drag race to the end, and it's a photo finish. Holographics hitting the wall. That was not a good strategy at all. Trying to maybe catch their breath. Heatstrokes have the lead, then Colorful Crew. Heatstrokes have the lead just before the end of the base plates. And Colorful Crew are going to pull out the win by 1/100th of a second. They're second, third. And Holographics are 4th. Rouge Ravens are 7th. Now Citrus, Potion, Gracious, and Cluster. Gracious, the same marble as Iceberg, obviously. Them and Cluster have done this event. Citrus and Potion have not. But Citrus, doing what they do in every event. They're good at it. Citrus has a huge lead. Nobody's challenging. That is a good time. Potion comes in second. And what are the times going to be? All 4 of them take the top 4 spots in the group. And the top 2 are from 2 marbles who had never even done this event. Citrus and Potion. Gracious and Cluster have done this event, but being beaten out by the Lucky Lemon, by two of maybe the best members on the teams they got beaten by. Lucky Lemons winning this event. They are in 8th, I think, of the standings, so that's very good for them. Wicked Wizards getting another silver, and that catapults them to the lead over the Heatstrokes, and Lucky Lemons move up to 3rd. Rosebushes sitting in last. It's already looking grim for them. But Onyx Orbs also sitting down in 9th, and Colorful Crew in 8th. They have to step up their game in the next 2 events. And heading into the Group B, we have Eminent, Twixie, Bullseye, and Whale. And right now, Whale has to lead a great sector. Limelight's trying to get around. It's these 2 Season 1 rivals battling out. And the Northern Narwhals are going to take the win. And with the fastest time so far, that's faster than Citrus. I don't quite remember what Citrus's time was, but that is faster. Eminent comes second, and then Twixie and Bullseye not doing the best there. Now Tidal Waves, Mocha-Maniacs, Nanospheres, and Team Octopi. It is Tidal Waves and Mocha-Maniacs battling up in front. Team Octopi and Nanospheres are getting left in the dust. Mocha-Maniacs still have the lead. Look at the Nanospheres in 3rd place. Oh my goodness, that was Really bad voice crack. Nanospheres move up into 3rd place. Well, 5th place in the event, but still. Oh, Team Occupy as well sitting in last here. Depending on how their manager thinks about Ink, that's not going to be a great look. The Mokamaniacs winning that one. Now, Helmet, Vessel, Etna, and Nectar. Lots of pulses. Volcanoes and Yellowjacks. Volcanoes, that's a new member. They're in 2nd place. Right now, Plasma Pulse is in 1st. Etna gets past and then goes over the overhead route and nearly takes the win. Oh, geez, Yellowjackets, that was not a good time at all. And all 4 aren't good. 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. In Group A, the last seed was 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the exact opposite. And, yeah, none of these teams are going to be getting too many points. Especially Yellowjackets. Jeez, that was not a good time. 11.17 might be one of the worst friction slope times I've ever seen, if not the worst. Anyway, one of the best I've ever seen, Northern Narwhals taking the win over the Limelights and Mokamaniacs. This means the Limelights in 1st, Mokamaniacs 2nd, and Candy Crushers in 3rd. It's a very close group with a 3-way tie at the cutoff line. We'll see in the next event, Bridge Crossing. We also saw this event in Season 3. If you don't know how it works, 4 marbles from each team goes on this pothole-filled track and will gain points based on each row of potholes. Basically like Gauntlet Run, but on Gravitrax. If you know what Gauntlet Run is, which I hope you do, because that's going to be... I don't want to explain that, sorry. And yeah, so basically every row of holes on the track is worth 1 point. If you get to the end, it's 35. The first you can get that's not a finisher is 30. And here's a nice view of the track. Lucky Lemons sitting in 3rd in their group. They won the last event, Friction Slope, with Citrus. Not the fastest time in the whole spread of qualifiers, but still a very good time. The 2nd best in all. And Northern Narwhals have the best. Trying to redeem themselves after Season 3 went anything but up. So, hopefully, they can go north. Please get that. Anyway, here we have our example run with the Windy Spinners. And it's looking not too bad. For Season 3 standards, that's pretty good, getting 2 pretty far. And there's no score on screen, but I'm hearing that the score is 62, which I believe would have gotten 4th place in Season 3, so that's very good. How will our actual competitors stand up to that? Gracious Glaciers, our first team, no roster change in their lineup for this event. And down they go. Ooh, they already lose 1 early. This is not looking too bad. One makes it down to 24. One of them stops at 12 and 11, and it's 6. Not the worst. Probably a dead average run, if I'm going to say so to myself. That might be the tutorial run, if you will. 53 is obviously 1st. This is the only one. So, not the best run, also not the worst. So, let's see how the other ones stack up. Now, Fertile Fighters. They did not do very well in this event last season. Neither did the Gracious Glaciers, really. Oh, and they're all stopping, and they're all going to stop before 14. Not great. 43 is not the best. Fertile Fighters, I believe, sitting around 10th in the standings. This is not looking good for them. Colorful Crew, also in 8th. Hopefully, they can show up in this event, as they haven't had a great qualifiers, but they're not too far off. Oh, 3 already stopped. Iris is only going to get to 13. Oh, goodness, and Colorful Crew might have just dashed their qualification hopes away with a 31. The 2nd worst bridge crossing score I've seen, only better than the Triforces, which was sure a run in Season 3. Now, Galaxies. Andromeda, Milky, Cluster, and Stars. They won this event in Season 3 in their home stadium. Can they win it in another team's home stadium? They're looking good. They have their strategy of 2 making it pretty far. I think that's going to be weaker than their Season 3 run, or else the record. And 64 is worse, but it's the best run so far. Not bad at all. I believe that would have came 3rd in Season 3. Onyx Orbs now. They did not do well either in this event in Season 3. And down they go. Their Captain Onyx leading the way. Oh, everyone's making it far. Wait, this could actually push for a record. 24, 23, 20, and 13 makes 80. And that is a new Marbled Superiors record in Bridge Crossing. 80 points, decimating the record by 11 points. They take the lead. Not only in the event, but also for the record. Now the Shockwaves. How will they do in here? This is also looking really good. This is also... Oh, how far will this one go? Not the furthest, but it's consistent. And that betters the record. 83 back-to-back records, and Shockwaves have just stolen the record away. Hurts even more that it's a new record, not just taking the lead, but it's also taking away that plaque. Now, holographics. I don't think they're even going to stand up to that. This isn't looking bad, though. Their last marble getting pretty far. Both of those making it pretty far. No one really able to crack past 25 yet, but they're the first to do it. 71 dashes the Galaxy's podium away already in 3 runs. First 3 runs are looking pretty shabby now. Now the Heat Strokes. Second place in this group. Them and all the B-League teams have a curse, or not a curse, but a disadvantage of not doing this event. But this is not looking too bad. Oh, they almost get one to the end. That's 5 lost points right there. But otherwise, not the best run, so a finisher probably could have saved them. 4th. Not the best, not the worst. 2 runs making it past 20, 2 of them not even making it past 10. So, a bit of an unbalanced run, but not the worst. Now, Wicked Wizards, leading the group. Hoping to make it into Season 4. They have a pretty high chance, considering they got 2 silvers in the first 2 events. Oh, it's already looking bad for them. How far can this one make it, though? Oh, and that's actually pretty good. That is 27. 13, 12, and then 6. 58 is worse than the Galaxies. At this point, Galaxies is kind of like a bar to reach to get a top 5 finish. Now, the Rouge Ravens. I don't think they're in the qualifying zone. If they're not, they're pretty close to it. Down they go. Trying to make space for each other. This one marble. Oh, actually, I was gonna say that one marble is their final hope, but no, one of them is still going. They're only getting a 19. 61 isn't the worst. It's actually a really good run in the grand scheme of things, but it's just 6th. Now the Lucky Lemons. 1 friction slope. They're at 3rd in this group. How will they do in bridge crossing? They've never done it, obviously. And Citrus leading them. They're still going. Oh my goodness! This could also push for a record. They get a finisher. The first we've seen today. Oh, one of them falls at 4, but it doesn't matter. 85 will break the record. Again. For the 3rd time this event, the record has fallen, and it's only by 2 points. Dang. Lucky Lemons are guaranteed a top 2, and it's the Rosebushes of all teams who has to beat them. Can they do it? Can they do the unthinkable? Oh, and it's going to be the thinkable. Oh my goodness, that is not good at all. 43 is just 11th. Very similar to the Fertile Fighters run, I must add. But that's not going to be a good end to the event. But right before the end was Lucky Lemons, winning their 2nd event in a row over the Shockwaves and Onyx Orbs. All 3 of them broke the record. And Lucky Lemons have officially qualified, and the Rosebushes have officially not qualified. Doesn't matter what either of those 2 teams do next event, but they will stay in that top 6 or bottom 6, depending on which team it is. Now, Group B, Triforces. Probably the last team you'd expect to do well in this event. But they did pretty well. But it's not the greatest compared to what runs we saw in Group A. Just 50. A blank average run starting us off once again. So yeah, they're probably like the lowest seed in this event because they came last in Season 3 and by quite a bit. Now Tidal Waves. I don't actually remember how they did in this event last season, so whatever they do is... Let's just see what they do. Oh! That's not good. Oh, jeez. 44 will obviously be 2nd, but it's not going to stay for long. Unless this group has really bad runs. Everyone making it past double digits, but if it's the bare minimum, it's not going to be the best. Now, Candy Crushers. They came 7th or something last time. They came barely in the top half. And it's not looking too bad. One of them is still going. And that's just going to be a 22. Not the greatest either. Just 50. Tying with the Triforces. But Triforces, their highest one was 20. It was more than 22, so they're 2nd place. Mocha Maniacs now. They came 4th in this event last season when they were in their pursuit of doing well. Oh, one of them getting stuck up there. They get freed, I'm pretty sure. Oh, they're helping each other get across. That one, their last marble is going to get a finisher, and I believe that one got a 25. And it's it's not a new record. It's a tied record. 85 will tie the record with the Lucky Lemons. Oh my goodness. What a run. What a run that was. Only to tie the record though. Now, the Volcano subbing in Etna, their new member. How are they going to follow that up? That's the thing. And it's not looking too bad. Oh, they're starting to fall behind. I don't see even the other two members. Oh, they got a finisher though. That's going to be needed as the rest of their marbles did pretty awful. And yeah, 60. If they didn't get that finisher, that might be the worst run we've seen in Group B. So good thing they got that finisher to rise them up into second place. Now the Northern Narwhals. Just one friction slope in their group, and down they go. How can they do? Ooh, they're passing each other in their lane. This one's still going. Oh, but he stops. This one. Oh, God, 29. Very close. That's 6 lost points, but it doesn't matter. They are second place with 69, tying the now very ancient record. But not bad from the Northern Narwhals. So far, Group B is not as stiff as Group A, as at this point we had 2 new records in Group A. Now the Limelights. They've practically automatically qualified because the average points... Oh, wait. Maybe they haven't. Oh my goodness, that was not a good run. And that is last. It really doesn't matter. They're practically already qualified because the average points is... Average score of qualifiers is as much as equal as their points. I don't know. But... that's not good. Now, Plasma Pulses. Plasma Pulses obviously have never done this event before. None of the B-League teams have done this or Friction Slope. Unless, of course, in the offseason. This is not looking bad. Oh! One of the marbles gets stuck under the guide. Like the wall. Gosh, I cannot think. Yeah, they get stuck under the wall. 17. That's going to cost them some points. Just 5th. That could have made it so much further, but it gets stuck under there somehow. It's gonna cost them. I'm not. It wasn't called as a track defect because nobody else has done that. Now the Yellow Jackets. They've done well in tightrope once. I don't think that really translates here, but let's see. And it's not looking too bad. These two are still going. Wait a second. That could actually. Where did this one go? 12. 94. I have nothing new to say. That is just spectacular. Look at that one moving across the bridge to somehow stay on and beelining to the side, if you will. That was not intentional. I beelining to the side. Now, Cold Knights. How are they going to follow that run up? It's actually not too bad, but they stop just as they start to gain momentum. Not bad, but 60 is only 5th. 60 would have came 5th in the main league last season. They're just 5th of 10. Now Team Octopi. Let's see how they do here. Of course, hey, obviously, I don't have anything new to say. They haven't done this event. That's it. Let's see how they do. Oh, it's actually looking really good. Not anything substantial, but it makes up for consistency. And that one's at 7. 77 in 3rd. Holding on to a bronze spot. Our Team Octopi trying to get their first ever qualifier medal. Because medals for them are very scarce. Now the Nanospheres, the final run. How can they do this? I think they're 10th in their group, so they really need to pick up the pace here. Let's see. Oh, they're already coming to a stop, and that's how their run will end. Ended as quick as it started. The Nanospheres will be 10th. Not good for them, but just not good. 45, just 10th. Adding on to their not very impressive qualifiers, but Yellow Jackets, geez, 94. The record being broken 4 times in this event, 3 of them in Group A. But Yellow Jackets really showing up and into 4th place in this qualifier. Nobody is guaranteed to qualify or not qualify, so it's everyone's game. Team Octopi are even in the qualifying zone, which I'm going to be honest, it doesn't happen often. But will they keep it in the final event? The Whirlwinds, 1 marble for each team in each group, so all 12 marbles will be going. Endure on this funnel course, and whoever has the most time spent in the funnels will win the event. It's just 1 run of 12, and it's not based off, it is based off time, but it's just 1 group of 12. So, here we go. And here we have our example run. You might recognize some of these marbles. Some of these marbles are from Solo Marble Series. They're obviously not competing for anything, but just for the off-season, I guess. But it will be sped up. As you can see, we have the entire podium of the SMS Funnel Endurance, Martian, Sunstreak, and Tangerine. Not exactly in that order, but still. And it will be sped up. I think this is around 5 times speed, if you care. And as you can see right now, Sunstreak is winning. I mean, I guess this is good experience for if there's Funnel Endurance in SMS Season 2, which, yes, there will be a Season 2. And finally, it will end with Sunstreak winning this as a guest appearance in this qualifiers, because it would be boring having only 2 marbles going for the 2 example teams. Okay, here we have Group A. We have some very good marbles in funnel events. Milky is in here, Prairie, Mineral also. I think it's Projection and Turquoise as well. So, Turquoise has won this event before. So let's see how they do. Even though that was a race, this is an endurance. If I didn't make that clear enough before, hopefully, this is an endurance. And right now, the winner, if we stopped right now, would be the Holographics. It was down there, that's the Lucky Lemons. They've already qualified. The Lucky Lemons can come last, and nothing will change in their qualifying spot. Well, they might fall a few spots, but still. Right now is a battle in the top 2 between the Shockwaves, who have just taken the lead, and that's the Holographics. They look a bit similar to the Wicked Wizards. And right now, oh, I think that's Galaxies in last. Onyx Orbs in 11th. They are not even in the qualifying zone, at least. If they are, they're barely in it. And that's not looking good for them. They need to hold on in these funnels for as long as possible. Heat Strokes fall through first. And now it is still Holographics in the lead with Projection at the top. It's very close. Lucky Lemons have gained all the way up to 3rd after starting near last. Gracious Glaciers also keeping in 2nd place. They're barely in the qualifying zone by just a couple of points. Galaxies, I believe, are the first team to fall into the final funnel. But it's such a close battle. Anyone could fall through first. But who will it be? It will be the Galaxies. I don't think that means they're going to qualify. Rouge Ravens fall through next. Heat Strokes fall through next. Colorful is trying to hold on for as long as possible, and they won't. Oh, who's going to be next? Lucky Lemons. Onyx Orbs. Holographics still staying up there. Final 4. Wicked Wizards fall through. Shockwaves fall through. Gracious Glaciers fall through. And that means that the Holographics will win the Group A Whirlwinds. They were already in the qualifying zone, so that means that they have qualified. Same with the Gracious Glaciers, because they came 2nd, and they are in 6th in the group. But I think that means that the Onyx Orbs will not qualify. If it is, oh my goodness. That will continue the curse of champions in their 3rd season not qualifying, and it will. Onyx Orbs miss out. Galaxies miss out. Rouge Ravens miss out. Fertile Fighters for the first time. Rose Bushes again. And Colorful Crew for the first time. Lucky Lemons, Holographics, Wicked Wizards, Shockwaves, Gracious Glaciers, and Heat Strokes will make it such a disappointment for the Onyx Orb. After such a poor Season 3, they wanted to get back on their feet for Season 4. But it's going to have to be in the showdown. Now, Group B. Some very good marbles in here. I didn't quite see. There's Molten in here, who won Group B last season. And many other... Oh, there's also Glow, who won this event in Season 3 Showdown. And off we go, I guess. And right now, who is in last? I can't quite tell who that is. Is that Cold Nights or Tidal Waves? I think it's Cold Nights. That'd be anything but good. They're last in their group. Or in this group. And right now, it is the Nanospheres up top. This would be very good for them, but they would also need a lot of help from the other teams. Who is in last? It is Team Octopi. They are in the qualifying zone. This is a rare chance for Team Octopi to be in a good spot in the qualifiers. Right now, they're not filling it. Trying to stall in the green spiral. Tidal Waves are also right there. Tidal Waves are really close to not qualifying. They're in 5th or 6th, I believe. They need to hold on more to not ruin their perfect attendance. As we've already seen 3 teams perfect attendance snap, and they don't want to be one of them. Northern Narwhals fall next. That's not good for them either. Yellow Jackets in first. Where are the Nanospheres? Are they still going? Yes, they are. Huge lead for the Nanospheres, but will it be enough if they win? Team Octopi in the final funnel. They need to hold on for much longer, but nobody is giving contact. Is this it for Team Octopi? Yes, it is! Who's out next? Triforces are out. Candy Crushers are out. Nanosphere still holding up at top. Northern Narwhals fall through. Who will fall next? Plasma Pulse as well. And then Mocha Maniacs, our group leaders. Yellow Jackets fall through. Volcanoes fall through. Final 3. Glow falls through. It's just Tsunami and Atom for the win. And Atom is going to take the win for the Nanospheres. Sitting in 10th or 11th in the standings. Also, it's Ocean, my bad, not Tsunami. But Atom taking the win for the Nanospheres. Is this enough? Team Octopi, though, coming in last. That is guaranteed that they will not qualify. But who will? Awaiting the standings. Everyone on the edge of their seats. Limelights make it. Mocha Maniacs make it. Yellow Jackets, Northern Narwhals, Tidals, and Nanospheres have just qualified. Volcanoes miss out for the first time. Same with Candy Crushers. Plasma Pulses miss out. Team Octopi miss out again. Triforce's 4th place curse, and the Cold Knights come last in their group. I am genuinely surprised that Nanospheres just made it. But here are the top 3 in the qualifiers. We have no time to breathe because now we have all of our Season 4 teams. All 16 of those teams on camera, and all 16 of those teams right there behind them will be going to the showdown. What a qualifiers this was. Several B-League teams making it this season. 7 of them coming in from the qualifiers. Only 9 teams, only just over half of these teams are going to be returning from the A-League. And here it is. Blueberry Blasters all the way down to the Nanospheres are in Season 4. And, well, next time I'll see you in the friendly round, but then I'll see you in Season 4. I'll see you there. Goodbye.